Listen at all that out there. All I hear is helicopters. I hope that they's not trying to start no war. You know, that thing right there, war ain't no joke. Many forces don't lost their life cause of a war. You know, you got those that is innocent and ain't got nothing at all to do with it. Then you got those that's guilty, those that done started it. Then they run off somewhere and hide and making other folks lose their lives cause of their bullshit. I don't like that. That's just all it is. It's some bullshit. So no man lay down his life for another man's beliefs. You laying down your life and don't know why. Know why. And if it's your own belief, then be willing to fight. But don't just go start no fight. Be prepared just to defend yourself. Don't go start no fight. Anyway, I's done been busy. I's done been babysit, which done been some of the best therapy that I could have ever received. And I's done been going to therapy too. Here he is over here. He's a handful. He's just a year old. He's a handful. Oh. But anyway, there's these folks who loves to call me and loves to talk about the Bible. Well, they don't like to accept the fact that I don't believe in the Bible. I's not the Christian, so as to say. I's not the Catholics. Them's not my people. Them peoples don't belong to me. I suppose that the King James Christian Bible was started by King James because that's his family line and his family's beliefs. That's where they'll come from. A person fighting for their rights and want everybody around them to believe and to live the same way. Well, that message wasn't ordained by no spirit. It was not written out of the air. Did it not say King James had this here Bible dictated? Did it not say that his father was a Catholic and those were his strongest beliefs by Catholic principles? The Geneva Bible, many people needs to read that thing. This was not the ways of my people though. My people had to suffer because of another person's belief when they landed on yonder rock called Plymouth. Well, they brought their beliefs right here with them. And all they wanted somebody else to take sides with them and believe this way and that way. And there we were, stuck in the middle of folks that we didn't even know, wanting us to fight for what they believed to be right. Because they had to, because they ran them out over yonder in England and in Britain and all of them places, because they was just fighting so much and they was just so mean and evil. Does not the Bible says and speaks of how evil Psalms can be? I don't believe in it, but I take a whole lot of things that it does say to heart. Because it can speak on principle. It can speak on character. But now God, he himself couldn't give me no dictatorship because he was a mean man himself. Did he not have people put to death? Is not the King James Bible written to say that he will cast them into hell? What could be more worse and more ruthless than throwing somebody into a lake of fire that they will burn forever? Or that you would rain fire down upon a city and that so many was killed. Now he's one that I didn't want to hear about what they, oh God, who is this God that you speak of? My peoples didn't know nothing about him. Then they tell us if we wants to be safe, we's gonna have to join with them. Well, my mother says no. She said, no, I's not gonna join with you because I don't believe the way you believe. And you come here in my congregation, in my kingdom, and we'll watch over you safely. Well, we don't need to be watched over safely if you pack up your bags and you leave here. You's the one that's killing us. And you want us to join you to say you won't kill us? Well, why don't you just rebuke yourself and stop killing us? It won't be no need to join nothing. You let us live as we wish to live, and we let you live as you wish to live. But that weren't enough. That boy over there on that floor, that wasn't enough. Oh no, y'all got to be a part. Y'all got to say you give unto us yourself freely. That's how folks come to be slaves, giving theyself freely. Just because I gives myself freely don't mean you had a right to take away my rights. Don't mean you had a right to take away my freedom. Don't mean you had a right to take away from me what you wish to take away from me. I decide what I wish to give. You don't take. But it was taken away of my people, their rights and their freedoms. Now, in my reading and my stuff right here and how I feel, because I sat down and sometimes I ain't never read the whole Bible page for page and word for word. But I like, this here is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse number 4. We're going to start at verse number 12. How about that though? Then I turned to see the voice that spoke with me. And having turned, I saw 7 golden lampsticks. And in the midst of the 7 lampsticks, one like the Son of Man. One like the Son of Man. That means he looked just like nothing more than a man. Won't nothing spectacular about him. Won't no fire shooting out of his head. Won't no, he wasn't glowing. He wasn't glowing in the dark. He just looked just like a natural man. Ain't that what it said? Just like the Son of Man. Clothed with a garment down to the feet and girded about the chest with a golden band. He had on a long dashiki, a dashiki type thing. It went all the way down. Won't nothing revealed but his feet. And he had a gold band that went right across his chest. You know how you can take a long dashiki and get a piece of gold on some other color and go across the chest? That's all it described. His head and hair were white like wool. He was a gray-haired. He hadn't got on up in age. Well, you don't have to be on up in age to be gray-haired, because I see a lot of them got gray all over and they still young folks. And his eyes like a flame of fire. He had real red eyes. He might have been high. He might have been smoking something that made his eyes turn that red. I mean, who knows? Or he could have been from a particular group of people whose eyes was really red. Some folks is just like that. His feet were like fine brass, as if refined in a furnace. Don't a furnace burn thing and turn it darker? That's the first indication that this here's a black man. To all them white Christians right out there, booyah, you've been educated. The God that you serve so faithfully, and I'm quite sure he's tickled pink about it, he's a black man. Fine brass. Is fine brass lily white? Is it? Is fine brass white like some bleached flour? fine brass, ain't it? And then burning in the furnace. That means it was dark. He was dark. He was a dark-skinned man. Now, sure y'all still want to keep on worshiping? Because he sure was a black man. Go to your book of Revelation, 1st chapter. Start at verse 12. Read down as far as your heart wishes you to read, to let you know. Well, wool? Ain't wool like some sheep? How many white men you know colored like brass that done been burned in a fire, meaning it dark, got woolly hair on their head? Not too many. Nope. It don't work that way. It don't. A man with dark skin and woolly hair definitely has to be from Africa's descendancy, Haitian descendancy, Native American descendancy, Afghanistan, Pakistan, any of them places where the skin was darker, dark brown, and the hair was like wool. Did I write it? Did I write this Bible? Nope, but that's what it reads. Go to the book of Revelation, chapter 1, start at verse 12. When he turned round, and what he seen? He saw somebody looking like a natural man in a dashiki, who was dark-skinned with some woolly hair and some real red eyes. That's what it says. Now you go read it for yourself. I don't believe in the supernatural, but I don't stand on nobody else's belief.